Now, I haven't really enjoyed an arc at all. Like, I guess the thriller arc when it comes with One Piece. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, the Skypiea arc is insane. Okay, we're talking about some. You know what I'm saying? And the time I'm recording this, I passed. I'm on episode 400, right? So I passed. I think Skypiea. I passed. I passed a lot of things. And there were some arcs, bro. I'm not gonna lie. AKA Skypiea. Big hint out there. It's just insane. Like it's literally insane because Skypiea does literally a good job when it comes with like these amazing flashy stuff, but it doesn't do like too flashy or it doesn't mainly focus. It builds around the characters. But I really also like Thriller, and for some unknown reason, when it comes with all these arcs, you know what I'm saying? Some arcs had way bigger things than others, but for some reason Thriller stands out than almost everything. And it's not because it's horror, right? And also just letting you guys know it's spoilers, okay? So yeah. Anyways, I should have started off this episode by saying it's spoilers. But yeah, no, there is spoilers here. Anyways, but when it comes with the Thriller arc, okay, it does an amazing job at making you laugh and making you really enjoy Brooke. Not because it's funny or not because he's always, you know what I'm saying, laughing and stuff like this. Well, generally, yes, but because, his past doesn't determine his behavior now, even though, his past was so dark and humor, like, not dark, but like, no, sorry, not humorous, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was so dark to the point where he should have became a villain, right? You know how Naruto kind of like saw Gaara and goes, yeah, I should have became a villain. I really should have became, him, right? When it comes with Brooke, he should have became, you know what I'm saying? He should have became evil. That's all I'm saying. And he was like, he should have even become depressed. He should have like went through and like straight up just given up, right? And what I love about Brooke is he's really is one of those characters where despite all of his like stuff, he is one of those characters where he has never in his own entire life given up, since day one. There are certain things, for example, there are certain I don't know, when it comes to Brooke, there are like I guess certain things where like he kind of gave up, and that's like human nature and stuff like that. But overall, when it comes with this character, it's just an amazing, he's such an amazing guy to just like kind of look up to, even as like a real life person, despite all of the hardships, for some unknown reason, he just decided to get back up all on his own. And it probably took him a long time to do so. Another thing is that when you first get introduced by Brooke, it's literally just him, making crazy jokes. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, he'll literally say, "Can I see your panties?" To a random, like, this is not me being weird or anything. I'm being generally serious. This is literally what he does. That's literally what he does, right? And sure, it's weird, but like you just gotta understand, the dude was like alone for what 90 years. Like I'm gonna give him like I guess a weird pass by saying that because like if you really think about it, the dude like had no communication at all. What I mean, probably later on he should probably stop and learn like, hey, let's not do that. But it's just yeah, he's just like it's. Do you get what I'm saying? The dude had no communication skills for almost 90 years. He's gonna bound up and just say the most weirdest things, obviously, right? But I'm kidding. But anyways, when it comes with Brooke, he really does, they do a good job, like literally building up his character and kind of like make him a little bit more humorous. Another thing is I really like the whole seven, I think Guardians or whatever they're called. And I like this new guy. I forgot his name. I think his name is like whatever his name is. Anyways, the dude is honestly one of my favorite characters out there because he pretty much takes shadows and kind of makes them into these immortal beings that literally like I guess zombies. They're technically zombies, but they are immortal and they just listen to him for the rest of their life, which is pretty cool. But they're pretty handy power in my opinion. I'm just being honest with you. I don't like even when I see his power, I still don't know how in the world, like Luffy defeats him. Sure, he got 100 souls or whatever and just puts him inside and be like, I am this blue god guy who's like willing to fight everybody. But even then, when it comes with Luffy, right? And this dude, it was a really intense fight. Now, there is also another character. I think his name is like C9 or something. I don't know his name, but pretty much the character is super awesome. Okay, I'm gonna be honest here. The character is he's very powerful. When you first get introduced, the dude teleports like it's out of nowhere. Obviously, it's not teleportation. It's more of like this repel and come back and whatever. But Thriller arc, like literally when it comes with this dude, he's insane, and they don't do like a full-on fight because how powerful he is. And fun fact, when it comes to that, you can also kind of see like a little bit of hints, like they probably need to train a little bit when it comes with their powers or something like that, like some sort of time skip. And fun fact, I do know that there is a time skip, so they do a good job at least like saying, hey, we should probably take a break from this world for 2 years or something and just train. Now, when it comes with Thriller and like you know what I'm saying, like C9, the dude is insane. The dude is insane. Okay, pretty much what he is, he ate something called the pawpaw fruit, right? And he can repel anything. He can repel air, and I think this is such a handy power too. And a lot of these overpowered characters, sometimes like it's like one of the weirdest powers, and then they turn into it to like, okay, this is really, really handy. Now, when I first thought of the pawpaw fruit, I literally paused it, and like literally Nami said it for me. It's like, or I think Zoro or Sanji, I don't know who, but literally, he literally told me, or literally they said it to me, it's like what kind of furry animal this is. And that's literally why I literally paused. I was like, okay, is this like a furry, or what is going on with like this? Okay, and I like kept playing, and then it turned out this fruit is one of the most useful things, and it pretty much repels anything, and you can literally repel air or pain or anything like that, which is absolutely insane. Just like actually think about that for a second. Like let's say someone there is dying, right, and you can't defeat this character, just repel their pain and then shoot it at someone else, and then pretty much destroy both of those characters like that. Like that is an insane power up if you really think about it. Or like I also like how he teleports and he pretty much repels his body, and you could and here's the thing, when it comes with One Piece, they don't say it. A lot of times it shows it to you, and when you finally pick up a lot of these things, it's like, wait a minute, this finally all makes sense. And when it comes to this character, this character A, when he first comes in, he's overpowered as hell, okay? You could literally tell. But also B, the fact that he is one of the most overpowered characters in One Piece, at least within this arc, or I'm pretty sure even within like Marineford or something, that's my guess. I feel like a lot of these characters that's introduced early on will appear in that arc. I haven't seen it, I promise, but this is just a theory. But anyways, when it comes with, One Piece and stuff like that, this character kind of shows you the first signs of we are kind of cooked. The end. And it's crazy to think about. I mean, if you look at, let's say, I don't know, that one guy, the Shadows guy, right? Sure, he probably gave Luffy a run of his money, but, at the end of the day, it didn't really give you that hint. Like, it did give you a hint, but it didn't really give you the hint of, like, okay, we need a break. It's when that guy appeared, right? It's like, okay, we need to calm down a bit, because if there are characters that are literally going to be, this powerful, and let's say if they go into the new world, and I mentioned it a lot, we're to the point where it's going to be even more powerful, we might need to train. Like, we might need to calm down for a second. And funny enough, Zoro really does mention this. And this is a line I'll never forget. Zoro quite literally told him, okay, Luffy can't, like, do this, like this all the time if he meets stronger opponents. And it's kind of giving you the hint of saying, we might need a break. We might need a break, because reality is we're kind of cooked. And when it comes to like, even Saboti or whatever, right? And you see this character, right? And I'm not going to spoil anything, but let's say you'll see this character and he's overpowered, and you'll just feel like you're weak, right? And as a main character, they do a good job not overpowering him to the point where, like they say, they need or something like that. They do a good job building up around him and kind of building up even around the world itself. And when it comes with One Piece, obviously they're going to probably need a lot more than just, keep on fighting, right? They're going to probably need to calm down for a second and be like, okay, we need to take a little break, right? But overall, I really did enjoy the Thriller. I just wanted to yap around the Thriller a little bit. I have really nothing much to say with Saboti. Personally, not a lot of things happened. I know people may disagree, but personally, not a lot of things, in my opinion, didn't really happen. But I will say, when it comes with that arc, I think it's a very important arc. Overall, don't ever miss a single episode in One Piece because they do hint it out. And one more thing, even the fillers, they will hint out the next arc. I swear, I'm not even kidding. They will literally mention certain things, and then you realize, wait a minute, they mentioned this in the filler. What? But overall, that's pretty much it, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.